As a queer kid, growing up in the South Lakes, school in the 90s was not a good place for me. I was a little bit too fabulous on the inside and a little bit terrified on the outside. Section 28 was horrific. I coasted through school, I got to the end, and then you know that thing where you get handed like a final form report? I got my form report, and my tutor had written at the bottom, "Graham commands a gentle respect." It was the nicest thing anyone had ever said to me at school, and I had no idea what it meant. I left school and I went off to college. I went to study performing arts. I met my people. I went off to art college in Carlisle, and it was absolutely fantastic. I loved every second of it. I met people who were interested in making art. I was making art, and I had 2 and 3 fantastic years. In my final production, one of my tutors took me to one side and said, "Graham, you've got a lot of energy, and you're really, really great. But just because you can see a destination doesn't mean you have to drag everyone else to it." And I was really surprised, and I was shocked. I'd seen myself as a really dynamic, equal partner in some processes. And I realized something. I realized that I'd taken my gentle respect, that ability to command that, and I'd railroaded over other people's ideas utterly unintentionally. And it changed the way that I looked at working with other people fundamentally and forever. After 25 years, I know I don't look it, 25 years, this is kind of what it's distilled in my practice: constructive, creative collaboration. Collaboration, we talk about all the time, the action of working with someone to produce something. But the thing is that collaboration isn't an easy task at all. It's not a get-out-of-jail-free card. We talk about co-production. Who here is using the term co-production? Are we really using it correctly? We talk about co-design, co-delivery. That co is collaboration. But collaboration is actually an exposing position. It's actually, a space where you are exposed. You can't hide behind a bureaucracy. You can't hide behind an autocratic system. Creative, relating to or involving the use of imagination, original ideas. The way that we've been doing things has not worked. It has not changed things. Things have got worse. And it's an abject failure of our ability to create new. And the system doesn't allow us to do that as the third sector. We're pushed and provided. Who here has to create new work, but really it's not new work? But creative thinking is a way to unlock. Constructive, something intended to be useful or beneficial. Constructive engagement, constructive collaboration. And at the heart of the way that I want to work and the way that I try to work is mutualism. That idea in biology that there's a symbiotic relationship where all parties gain something from that interaction. Imagine if every decision that we made, we took into consideration what we can give away as well as just gain. So constructive creative collaboration is the core of how I operate and how I try to exist in the world. The psychologist Frankl said that between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space is our power to choose. And in that choice lies our growth and freedom. Imagine if we could be in that space and make choices that benefited everybody by giving away our power and by sharing that collaborative responsibility. It says I've got about 2 minutes left. The grand strategies and plans that we're all required to make are no longer going to work. You can't have, in my opinion, a 5-year strategy and at the same time, within those 5 years, have 5 chancellors. It's time for creative, constructive collaboration and tactics. Deploying tactics, a tactical approach to working together, to sharing resources, and really bringing about a collective change in this country. Thank you.